it sounds like I'm getting called out, so we'll see how that goes. It's a newer, like I guess it would be an 06 or something Mustang with an LS turbo. They just come up and asked me if I would accept if he called me out. He wants to race me. So if he actually does call me out, I'm going to accept it, and we'll see how it goes. The surface is really dirty back here on the starting line. I don't know if they're going to blow it off or just let it ride, but it looks like the cracks has got dirt coming out of them. There's a lot of sand, like dirt, sandy material up there.
How would you adjust the car for that, or would you?
I really don't know what I'm going to do yet. See how many call outs there are. If we're first down, I'll probably loosen the suspension up a little bit and manage the power a little differently. My car, I have to hit it hard here. If not, I'll wheelie. So I got to have wheel speed, and that's where it's gonna. That's what might mess me up. If I take too much power out of it, it's gonna bite and it's gonna wheelie. If I leave too much power in it, it's gonna knock the tire off. So I got to try and figure out a good tune-up to let the tire spin to keep the front end down, but not spin too much to where it loses the tire. I'm gonna walk now. He told me to walk down here. There's a whole bunch of dirt in the left lane.
Okay.
Different layers of asphalt. With everything being fresh and new and everything being different, realistically, I don't know how much power I can give it, how much I can.
How are you feeling about that second kit?
It's iffy. It might hit, it might not. I haven't got it to hit right since I put it on. So something going on. Did the alternator deal, went out today and tried, before I loaded it, tried to get it to make a pass, make a hit, something to get a plug reading, and it didn't want to work. So we just charged the battery up real good. The alternator's charging like a motherfucker. I don't know why it's doing it. So,
with the cars that are currently here, do you feel like you're going to need that second kit?
it runs real good on the first one. I don't know that I'm going to need it or not, but I've told a couple people it will be on, and if I'm losing, I'm going to try it anyway. It might save the day if it works. It might not. I don't know. If it doesn't make a change, I'm not going to stay on it, because the fuel side is working, the nitrous side is not. And like I said, it's not battery voltage, because it's got a new alternator on it. Batteries are charged up good. At least I don't think it is. The only thing I can do is put new batteries in it. It might be, maybe it is battery voltage, and it running off the alternator is just not enough. I got an idea what I'm gonna do.
That's always reassuring.
Yeah, it might change 400 times before I do it. The surface is really dirty down here in the left lane. Real bad. A little bit of shock adjustment and take some power out of it. Let it ride.
Alright, so we're going to start with the run order because there's a big script. So we're going to do small tire first, big tire, stick shift, radial, modern, hard tire, and then daily. We're not going to do the daily first. We're just going to do small tires. So you're going to stage by the bumper, win by the bumper. So if you are bumping, does anybody here going to be bumping except for Caleb's going to be bumping? So, okay. So that is your crew's responsibility. I will not do it. Your crew needs to put you to the first line. There's going to be 2 lines of them. If you're not bumping, come to the second line. If you're 5 foot back from the line, I'm not going to sit there and pull you in. That is your crew's responsibility. If they fuck it up, then that's on them. Reference coming in first or second, have them let me know too. If I don't hear anything, I'm just going to walk up to you with your window. I'm going to take you first or second. I'm just going to pick one of you. Generally, I will bring turbo cars in first. Everybody okay with that? We will have a tire crack guy. We will have a finish line guy. Other than that, if you cross behind, you're okay. If you cross in front, you lose. A cross is any tire mark over the yellow line in the center. And if there's a call that you think I got wrong or I didn't see, it will cost $100 to protest any call. If you are right, you'll get your $100 back. If you are wrong, then you will have that $100 that will be thrown into the pot of the cross-street. Your crew is in the way of our tire crack camera, and I have to go back and look. That is an automatic loss. So make sure your crew is outside of your car. And if you see anybody else and you are a crew member of a car, make sure you get everybody out of the way. If I have to go back and look and I can't see a tire crack, I'm going to call it a loss, no matter who it is. Yeah, we're going to do left lane and right lane. So we're going to do first pair left lane.
Oh, you're drawing for us?
Yes. CJ.
Fucking tag.
First pair right lane. Jordan Drummond. Second pair left
I
lane.
like my own love. Know that.
Matt.
I'm gonna delete my Facebook again. Hold on a second.
Ryan Keller. Again, Ryan Keller. Yep, you're racing Matt, your second pair right lane.
I guess I'll get ready to go to the second chance race.
Third pair left lane.
You got
James.
It's gonna be a good race. First pair. It's gonna be a real good race.
Third pair right lane. Caleb Miller.
Do you? I might come here a first fucking pair.
Me too. I'm neither the first pair of the time. I guess I got one radio.
You in radio too?
Yeah.
I don't know what my car's gonna do, so. Well, I got a Jordan, got a Fairmont LS Turbo. Car runs good, runs real good, so I think it's gonna be a good race. I'm hoping I come out on top. That's realistically. I'm praying all my nitrous works right. The car leaves and keeps the front end down, and we can make a good pass. Jordan Drummond, pretty quick car. He's got a radio on it. He entered the radio class as well. He didn't really get a good pass either. I didn't have a good pass, but I did force it down through there. It was ugly, but we got to win, I guess you could say. We'll make some adjustments. Hopefully next round come out ahead in the game like the car used to be. It was first pair down. They washed. I believe they washed it, scraped it. I mean, there was nothing out there to get a hold of. So considering that, I had it a little spicy. All in all, it made a good pass for the situation. We'll see what we get next round.
Walking home.
First pair, left lane. Brian. First pair, right lane. Austin.
I didn't draw Austin.
That's all you cared about, right? Second pair, left lane.
Again, just so everybody's aware, this next pair of six will be your final.
Scott.
All modern race cars, make sure that your AC is already turned off.
Second pair, right lane.
Flag radio, you should already be in the staging lane. Modern muscle, you're ready to make your way up. And second round, small tire tip draw has already been done. You're in small tire, you should come up to the 10 to see how you're on their exit.
Listen, if you draw your pat down, you're not going to matter. Just saying.
Third pair, right lane.
So you're running out of options.
And he didn't do it at least.
James. And left lane, fourth pair. Nick. And this is on left hand. Gabe.
Dream last.
Well, next to last.
Oh, next to last.
Yeah.
Alright, small tire.
We don't know who James is.
Again, we're going to take a pause for the calls right now. We've got like I said, it's a pretty good mess. We're going to get it cleaned up. What they do is put down some kitty litter. That'll soak it up. Then we'll have to make sure all the kitty litter's up all the time.
Made it through second round, going on the third. Got mixed stories on the car that I drew. It was a yellow Firebird with no front end, twin turbo LS. Got mixed stories on how he had done. I haven't been able to watch any of the racing, so just going off what people are saying, and they're saying that it was like, it didn't make a clean pass, but it was a really fast pass. 60 foot's really good, and then you had trouble out the back. And others was like just saying that he's on the radio and it wasn't a good pass, that his pass wasn't very good. So I got all that going through my head. I pick a tune-up that I thought was pretty okay. I did soften the front end up a little bit, the struts on the extension, just a couple clicks, thinking that I had too much power in it. The tires were going to spin, which I want to keep the front end down. And it didn't. It hooked, so wheelied. I caught it early enough to where it didn't affect me a lot, but whenever it sat the front end down, it did upset the car. And I got on it again, and it brought the front end up a little bit again, and I had to drive it. I haven't made a clean pass all night. We'll see who I get third round. Hopefully I can make a clean pass, making adjustments as we're going. I wish us luck.
So it's third round and you draw Scott. What kind of car does he have?
It's a Malibu, big block Malibu. They do a lot of testing. Those guys are really dedicated. It runs good, I ain't gonna lie. Apparently they've been wanting to race me, and one of them even said that they was talking about hoping that they drew me this round. And I didn't understand that. Like, if I want to race somebody, I want to race them in the finals. That way I know I get to the finals if it happens, you know what I mean? But anyway, the car's nice, it's fast. I really like the car. It's a good looking car. So I go back after the chip draw and get the car ready. I want to look at the plugs, make sure nothing's going crazy, because the second kit did hit. It's kind of iffy right now. There's something going on with it. It's not the nitrous, it's something with my car. I'm going to figure it out. It's just going to take a minute, I guess. I'm going to put new batteries in it. If that doesn't get it, I might think about stepping up to 14 or 16 volt, but I don't think that's the cure. I think there's something else there with that. So back to the race. I'm doing my thing. I put my tune up in it for the next round, for the round 3. I'm feeling pretty good about this tune up, and I see a bunch of the street cars, daily drivers, whatever it was they were calling it, pulling up, like 30 of them. They're just all bombarding the lanes, and it looks like they just came out of a damn car wash. Like, there's water running off of the cars, out of the tailpipes. And right there, I knew it was just going to be bad. It wasn't going to be good. They made it, I think, almost to the end, or to the last pair of that round, and somebody wrecked.
The fog and mist had set in for the night.
The fog, I mean, it was so heavy. You hold a light up and you can just see the particles falling, and I feel bad for the girl that wrecked. Looking at the car, I feel like she drove it often. It wasn't like she just got behind it and panicked. But it did go up on the guardrail, knocked a hole in the oil pan, put synthetic oil all over the lane. It was 1:30ish in the morning, and they called the race. So we're at 4. I like my tune-up, and we're splitting again. I don't think I have gotten to finish a race there this year. One was due to my head failure whenever it torched the head, but it gets a little frustrating, I ain't gonna lie. So, car was running good. On the first kit, it was running real good. My first round, the second kit didn't work, and it still did a good number for as bad of a pass as it was. I left and it kind of started going right, so I cut gas to bring it back and got back on it. Then I drove it the whole way. I forced it down through there. Still got a victory. Second round, I drew a Firebird I knew nothing about. But from what I understand, it only had a small section of frame in it to make it legal for small tire. Other than that, it was all tube chassis. And I have heard he made really good passes. We put him on the trailer and went on the third round. It was just a bad deal. Like, I knew it as soon as I saw those cars going up there. It was going to be bad.
What do you feel like would have made that better? What things
made the situation better?
Yes. What do you think that would have made that situation better?
Either run those cars first round to knock the amount down before all the dew set in, or waited till afterwards to do it. And I understand that they had those cars there. It was another class to have a filler, so the heavier hitting cars had a chance to cool down and do the routine once they got down in the class or down in the numbers. I get that, but it's evident that the dew's going to set in, the fog's going to set in. It happens every night down there, especially right now with the weather the way it is and turning and everything. I don't know what would have made it better.
Do you think maybe starting the race sooner so the cleanups and the
Absolutely.
weather would have helped it? I mean, I know it's called Midnight Madness, but if you're doing chip draw at 9, that
Yeah, I mean, you're
gets a little tricky.
getting started racing around 10, something like that. And I mean, it was quite populated there. There was quite a few people there. So starting it earlier would definitely have made a big difference in the outcome, because there wouldn't have been as much fog, and it wouldn't have been around as long. I know the only way to keep it off the track is to keep cars going down it, to keep pushing it up off of it. But I feel like some of the cars that was going down it, like, they didn't even care to wipe the car off before they went out there. They just ran down through there. So I don't know.
So it was our first time taking the RV, first time Darren spending the night at a track. How do you think it went?
I think it went pretty good. I didn't sleep for crap, I ain't gonna lie. Wasn't very comfortable. We pitched the mattress that it came with, because I'm not going to expect my wife to sleep on a mattress that other people had slept on. So we ended up using an air mattress, and it was not comfortable at all. But other than that, it was nice having it there. Darren was able to be there with us all night. Definitely can grow on me.
How'd the drive to the track go?
I would sell it today if I had a decent offer. I don't know that it's going to make it through the mountains. I don't think it's going to. I'm sure it will. It's just going to be, I'm going to have to hold it to the floor for a half hour to make it up one of the hills or whatever. It pulls the trailer fine, but when you hit bigger hills, it don't like it.
When you're talking about hills, you're talking about on the way to South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia.
Mountains and stuff like that. That thing's going to have its tongue out by the time you get up to the top of it. It's got a 5.9 in it. Like I said, it pulls awesome on flat ground or small hill, rolling hills and stuff like that, no problems. Like a local deal, that thing's pimped for. But I just think hitting the mountains, it's not gonna like it.